How to say please and thank you in Dutch. Yes, that's what we're going to take a look at and more in this short course. So being able to say please and thank you when you're traveling or living in another country always goes a long way with the local population, right? And in Dutch, the words for please and thank you are the following. So the first one is alstublieft and the other one is dank je. Let's take a closer look at each of those words. So as I mentioned, we have the word please. So in English, we have the word please, and in Dutch we say alstublieft. You see on the left hand side, you see the Dutch word alstublieft, and then in the middle between the Dutch word and the right hand side, the English word, you see the pronunciation of it. So you see it has 3 syllables, alstublieft. Right, alstublieft, so that means please. So remember that and repeat after me. Alstublieft. Alstublieft. Okay, good. So now you've already learned one word, right? Now the other word that I already quickly mentioned was the word dank je. Dank je. And dank je means thank you. And also here in the middle in italics you see the pronunciation. So the 2 words are alstublieft and dank je, dank je. Okay, I just want to give you a quick remark about the pronunciation. So in this course, but also in some other courses that I make, we use the simple pronunciation notation system. So you see on the right hand side, you see the phonetic system in that picture. That is really quite difficult to learn that. You first have to study the phonetic system and then you can study the language. So that's not how I want to do it. I want to make it easy for you. So what we have done in this course, we use the simple pronunciation notation system. So on the left hand side, you see the Dutch word, alstublieft. In the middle, you see the simple pronunciation notation system. So you see also the syllables, right? Alstublieft. And that means please. But you have to keep in mind that the pronunciation of this is from an English speaker. So if you are a Dutch speaker and you would read the system that we use here, you would say, oh, but that's not right. But an English speaker, if they pronounce this, they pronounce it actually in the right way. Alright, so that's just a quick remark. Let's continue because I'm going to teach you some more. So what are we going to learn in this short course? First of all, we're going to look at how to thank in Dutch to someone older in a formal position. Because in the Netherlands we have a different in how you thank somebody who's, for example, younger or older. What we also going to look at is how to say thank and show your appreciation. So that's like a very strong thanks. Also what we're going to do is how to say you're welcome in Dutch. And then also how to say please in Dutch. How to thank in Dutch to someone older or in a formal situation. So depending on the person you are talking to in Dutch, there are 2 forms of the singular you. And that is je, and we saw that before, right? Dank je. And we also have u. And u is used as a polite form to strangers, superiors, and in general to persons a generation older. So Dutch society isn't especially formal, so you don't have to be overly polite in shops, restaurants and similar environments. But if you are in a more formal situation, then say dank u, which also means thank you. So you see that here on the screen. On the left hand side you see the word dank u and you pronounce that as dank u, and on the right hand side you see the English pronunciation that means thank you, right? So you know already the difference now between dank u, formal situation, and dank je, that is just in an informal, casual situation. How to say thank you and show appreciation. So to show that you are very appreciative of something and that you are thankful, we have a few options in Dutch. And first of all, you can say something that means the same as thanks a lot. And in Dutch that is dank je wel or dank u wel. Remember, right? You can say dank je wel, but you can also say with the u. It depends on who you say it. Alright, so let's take a look. Dank je wel. So dank je wel means thank you. And dank u wel also means thank you, but that's for a person in a formal position. So please repeat after me. Dank je wel. Dank je wel. Exactly. Alright, repeat after me. Dank u wel. Dank u wel. Yes, so these are two ways to thank someone and show appreciation. If you want to give someone a thoughtful thanks because someone has been very kind or helpful, you can say hartelijk bedankt. And the translation of this would be a heartfelt thanks. For example, if you get lost in Amsterdam and there's a kind stranger who helps you to find your way back, and calls, for example, a cab for you, you want to give him or her a heartfelt thanks. So in Dutch you would say hartelijk bedankt. So you pronounce that into a few syllables. Hartelijk bedankt. Hartelijk bedankt. Yes, exactly. That is a heartfelt thanks. So repeat after me. Hartelijk bedankt. Hartelijk bedankt. Yes, very good. Let's continue. If you just want to remember one single word to express your thanks and that you can use in any type of situation, that word would be the same as in English thanks, and that would be bedankt. So in Dutch we would say bedankt, which means thanks. Bedankt is good in almost any situation and it's a very versatile expression. So the word is bedankt, so it's 2 syllables and that means thanks. So repeat after me. Bedankt, bedankt. Yes, great. How to say you're welcome in Dutch. So the Dutch equivalent to you're welcome has a bit of a different meaning, and it means no thanks necessary. So in Dutch we would say geen dank. The phrase is used much less than its English version. You have to remember that. So people say geen dank, like you're welcome or no thanks necessary, but it's not that often as in English, but it's a common expression. So the phrase that you will use to say you're welcome or no thanks necessary would be geen dank. Or in the northern part of the Netherlands you would say geen dank. Right? Geen dank. Good, so let's go to the next one. How to say please in Dutch. So as mentioned in the beginning of the course, we can use the word alstublieft, right? That's the polite form, alstublieft. And then we had the casual form, and that was alsjeblieft, right? Alsjeblieft. Then we can use this word in many situations if we want to ask for something. So let me show you a simple phrase, and you see there and then you see ... alstublieft. So what you can do there on the dots, you can use a word that you want to say. For example, een koffie alstublieft, een bier alstublieft, right? So what it means is a or one of something and then please at the end. So if you go into a cafe or in a restaurant or in a shop and you want to order something, you can say een, then you say the object and then you say alstublieft, een tututut alstublieft. All right, repeat one more time after me. Alstublieft, alstublieft. Good. Alsjeblieft, alsjeblieft. Good. And then the last small phrase, een alstublieft, een alstublieft. Okay, well done, well done. So I taught you a few words and some phrases. So what we want to do now, I want to check if you remember them. So we're going to do a short and easy Dutch quiz. So let's see if you remember some of the things that we've just learned. So the first one, I have a question for you. And the question is geen dank. What does that mean? Geen dank. Does that mean thanks? Does that mean a heartfelt thanks? Does that mean you're welcome? Or does that mean please? What do you think? I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the right answer is geen dank means you're welcome, right? You're welcome. Okay, good. I have another question for you. So question number 2. Hartelijk bedankt. Hartelijk bedankt. What does that mean? Does that mean A, you're welcome, B, a heartfelt thanks, C, thank you, or D, please? What do you think? Tick tock. Think about it. Think about it. And your choice is, what is it? The right answer has to be B. It's a heartfelt thanks. So if somebody does something special for you that's really like more than a person normally should do, then you say hartelijk bedankt. All right, good. Last question. Dank je. Dank je. Very common expression, and this is very useful for you to remember. So what do you think this is? Is this A, thank you, neutral? Is this B, thank you, formal? Is this C, a heartfelt thanks? Or does this mean D, my pleasure? What do you think? Think about it for a second and here we go. So it means actually thank you, neutral. So this would be very good to remember. Dank je, you can use it in many situations. Alright, so these were the most important words and phrases to say please and thank you. But I want to help you a little bit more. I'm going to provide you with some flashcards. So what are flashcards? So flashcards are being used for language learning, and it's a great way to reinforce words and concepts. So reinforcing helps, of course, for you to remember it. So these flashcards are little cards, and on the card you can find a word in Dutch, the pronunciation, and the word in English. And you can download them. Attached to this course you will find a link, and there you can download them, and then you'll get a PDF, and you can cut out the PDF in small cards. So I'll give you some tips on how to use those flashcards. So first of all, what you want to do is shuffle the cards, separate similar Dutch cards. So for example, we had dank je and dank u. Don't put them behind each other, right? Mix them up so they're separated from each other. Then also what you want to do, read the cards out loud. So when you pick up the flashcard, read the entire card. By speaking and hearing, you'll create an even stronger connection that will help you remember it later. And you can also reverse the approach. So normally you go, for example, from English to Dutch. You look at the English word and then you think, what does that mean in Dutch? And then you say it in Dutch. But also you can do it the other way around. You look at the Dutch and then you say, oh, what does that mean in English? And doing this gives you a new angle, right? Because every time you look at the card in a different way, it helps to deepen your learning. And then another tip is customize what you learn. So once you know some of the basics, focus on language that you need to use. So let's give me an example. So imagine you plan to meet a Dutch friend or on the telephone or on Zoom or on Skype. Then study up on the relevant language before and make cards with greetings, questions about their well-being, practice that a little bit and then apply it. Because if you apply something in the reality, you learn a lot. Okay, I hope you're excited about this. I hope you will download it and use it, because if you use it, I guarantee you that you will learn Dutch quite quickly. And maybe you even want to learn more. No problem, because we have more. So if you want to learn more, let me show you here the courses that we have. So we just done how to say please and thank you, but we also have several other ones. How to say hello and goodbye, how to say the happy birthday, how to say I love you, and other things like how to count in Dutch, how to name and pronounce colors, how to learn the Dutch alphabet and pronunciation, and tell the time. So there's enough things for you to learn, so go ahead and learn more Dutch, and I hope I can see you back in the next course. See you there!